trying to like kill him early, that he was making that much of an impact. So we kick off the game 5. Both teams running out with the comp set. They've been running pretty much the whole time. Philly with the Winston, Atlanta with the Reinhardt.
And again, these two different styles is probably something that the Fusion's trying to play to. Many people say that just the composition of features of the Reinhardt is better, and well, I mean, Sato goes in. He was well ahead of the rest of his team, and he gets munched up, turned into wood chippings.
And that's where the running the Winston's a bit tougher.
It's a 2 for 2. It's a 3 for 2. The Philly, I love this. Again, they back up. They say, Atlanta have to get in our face. They have to really walk up to us. We can use this against them. They disengage. Dogman's so low on the point. He gets a Zarya bubble, but it's only temporary solace as Sato slams into him. Neptuno finds the finish. That is very clever to disengage that way. Now using Atlanta's aggression against them.
It's one of the rare fights where we see a main tank die early, and then that team end up coming out on top of the fight, especially with no ultimates to kind of bail you out. So Atlanta commits, they go all the way in. Philly able to salvage that fight.
Sato switching to Reinhardt here as well, just saying, okay, well, it's probably a little bit safer if I don't play the Winston here. Let's match our Reinhardts up. Let's see who's going to be the king of shatters. And you can see Poker really trying to keep Sato in that cone of silence in the defense matrix. And now with the Transcendence in play, they want to come forward. Sato, oh no, where is he? Did he get floaties on? He's gone over. And the rest of the Fusion really don't have a leg to stand on after losing Sato in that fight. Absolutely brutal. Especially, Matt, a Transcendence was committed by Philly to try and stay in there.
Yeah, and I want to see Atlanta push up here. I want to see them take command of this next choke point. You'll have a shatter, you'll have a self-destruct to use. We can see this is where,
Sato he went over. Centimeter perfect. I love that so much. Pokpo playing the corner. He's not going to give him too much ground here. Boombox peeks out a little bit too much. Rally in play for the Fusion now. They need to do something with these ultimates. Neptuno falls. Pokpo doesn't manage to make the shadow work, and he falls to the self-destruct. Good timing on the charge from Sato to set that up. Poco has to double back here. Self-destruct was thrown in by Darko, and he gets Sato as well. Both Ryans falling out in the self-destruct war. And the Fusion now have to decide, do we go forward or back, and maybe they overstay. It was a graviton from Defran to keep them there, though.
How clutch has Atlanta been in this series? The Volskaya game, and then a lot of these fights early. They lose 1 or 2 players, they're investing ultimates, and they're able to back out. Get some things to go in their favor. Poco switches over.
Oh, this is annoying.
Comes back to D.Va here.
This is very annoying. Defran can
up
do
on the
this
high ground,
all day. Interesting that he used a personal barrier there up on the high ground. He doesn't have a lot of energy right now, so he needs to depend on his projected barrier. He eventually drops down, but he's found Boombox. Oh no, he's got in the cookie jar! Zenyatta is down for the Rain, or for the Fusion. The Rain can just push straight on through. Yeah, that hurts. I mean, you can't leave him up there, but what do you do about him?
When he drops down, everybody on Philly tries to go after him, and he just baits them perfectly into his teammates in the choke. They think they're going to get a kill on this. Dogman's there with the Transcendence. They end up getting all the kills on Philadelphia. 80% already here for Atlanta. Just have Rally. Actually, you're going to get Shatter, Grab, and Self-Destruct. This could be final fight.
Defran is charged up, ready to go, and the Fusion have boxed themselves
so
in
much
here.
Damage.
Atlanta just going to wait for them to come out, but they're so low. They're going to face the music one way or another. Poco eats the grab, though. Defran won't get that one. Another Transcendence comes into play to remediate that health issue the Fusion were having. Sato's still nice and healthy, but Poco's mech is down. Carpe charge, pushing over the edge. Darko trying to hide off on the side, but it's Musser again! Again! On the Lucio! This guy's been dominant in these fights, and the Rain can now stand tall and one step closer to the coronation. What a barn burner, Matt!
And I love, obviously we're out here this year, we get a great view of the stage. I love, like, win or loss, like, Defran and Dogman are just so hype about just anything, right? Like, you know, when they lose the last map, Defran's kind of like back in his chair, he's like animated, he's like kind of like going at some of his teammates like, come on, let's get it together. Like, I love seeing the new players coming in that league with that energy, man.
It's unbelievable what this guy is able to do. I am so happy about the talent that we really get to see come out from the European region this season. Everywhere at once. It's just the ticket. Remember, he booped Sato off the map on that first fight. We're being really treated today.
All right, here we go. We got Atlanta. They're going to be running Pharah Sombra here. They're going to have dive tanks with Winston and D.Va. And Dogman's going to be playing Ana here. So you get a good use of potential nano boost. You see Philly running all the way back. They know they're coming out on Reinhardt. This isn't going to work. They're going to have to change.
The disaster in the matchup. Not mobile enough at all. Carpe thought about the Widowmaker, or maybe just peek the Widowmaker respawn, or maybe pick off Erster. Erster, by the way, now on a DPS role, which is exciting. He's going to take the McCree here. Can he deal with the pressure that Pogpo is going to be looking to put on?
I think Philly just kind of rotating around, seeing if they can get an angle on this Pharah. You see from Carpe's POV, it's difficult to deal with, you know. The Winston in your face, the Diva on one side. Oh, by the way, Sombra invisible running around.
Oh, Masso's in trouble! That's an Angel grounded. Carpe looking for Erster, who now just needs to stick behind the lighthouse, but a Mercy down is huge! Making 2 supports! Oh! Again and again, Carpe delivers. And Philly take the point back at 31% for Atlanta. And yeah, this will precipitate a switch of composition from Atlanta.
And I think Philly's going to go back and change as well. As soon as Philly realizes that they're switching on to, you know, the Reinhardt version of the 3-3, Philly knows their comp isn't going to work against this. So Carpe immediately gives up all, you know, ultimate charge on McCree up to go get his Zarya back.
Carpe quickly trying to catch up with EQO and Sato, who are very deep. Shield given over towards Sato. Plenty of charge from that one with Erster going over. Great play from Neptuno. And that cuts the rain down to size in a huge way in this fight. They only had a brief respite back on the point, and that's a second boot kill from Neptuno in this one fight. Oh, get Massa too, no worries. The Rain are in tatters by this point.
And I think it's just impressive how both of these teams have these counter picks so on point. Like, not to just take that next fight after, you know, Carpe, it's really easy to pop off on McCree and then be like, I'm staying on it. Like, nope. Taxied right back to the spawn, over to Zarya. You know you need that hero in this next fight. They're able to flip the point right back.
Now the push. Sato proper range immediately. He wants to catch Atlanta as they're on the way to the point. Oh, he was looking for Erster over the edge, but he'll have Dogman instead. Just a pile of scrap now, and there might be more for Sato. Out of primal range, but dropping onto the point. His health is quickly vanishing, but Erster and Defran are caught. Sato, cat amongst the pigeons, it seemed, was able to knock Atlanta around while the rest of Philly got the job done. And now this puts Philadelphia in a stronger position, especially that Pogpo was staggered, but they have both support ultimates in the next fight. Let's go all the way again, Matt.
Atlanta knows that. They know that there are support ultimates online for Philadelphia. They need to force them out. With 73% on the clock, you're thinking about investing some of these ultimates even when you get them a little bit later if you're Atlanta, because you're getting close to the end of this map.
Earth Shatter. It was actually Neptuno who got shattered, by the way. He was almost knocked off the edge of the map, but he's able to pick himself back up and will have the sound barrier if his team needs it. That was the Transcendence. Poco sent this one in. Sato catches Master. Such an aggressive charge from him in the midst of the battle, but he gets a crucial target. Now he's forced back. He was discorded, and Atlanta have the momentum and the Transcendence to work with. The rest of the Fusion can only try and knock on the door, ask if they can be allowed in. EQO has the shield charge backwards to get away from the fight, and Defran really wants to push. He's pushed too far, though! A little bit too far from the Dane. Poco staying safe. EQO working their way in, and Philly need to do this slow. It's overtime, 99-51. Earth Shatter from Pogpo was there, but the follow-up, sadly, was absent. In mini diva form with nothing but the Bunny Blaster, Poco gets the job done. And we will have one final round on Ilios to decide our victor in this match.
Last one's well. You think they bring out Torb again? Not a chance, right?
Good heavens. Although I do wonder if there is a team that doesn't roll out with an Orisa, how they'll be disadvantaged. But look at this. Neptuno had an amazing fight here.
I mean, this is where they ran Torbjorn the other day. Obviously a different circumstance in a game 5 against our runner-ups from last year, but we'll see if that's, oh, that guy. Look,
here we go.
You're gonna go down like this.
Exactly. If it ends here, it's gonna end his way. So Atlanta come out, they have that Orisa-based composition again, very hard to shift from the point. That shield did not quite go where it was intended. It had to be replaced. Pogpo was able to do that easily enough.
A really sick turret spot as well. You see up on the high ground there. Gonna have to deal with it.
Poco clears it out. Defran. Again, staying a little bit far back. EQO tried to go forward. There is at least a trade there. EQO was able to give up his life to secure the Zenyatta kill. But Defran wants to play aggressive. Darko was demeched and the Rain have to step back a little bit. Philly won't take the point for now. They need to finish this fight before they do anything else. And they try and come over the top. It's a 1-for-1 trades in much of this fight, but Defran finally goes down. There's 4 Philly players up, only 3 for the Atlanta Rain. I think it's a resuit attempt here from Darko. Had to get back in his mech. What a messy start to this map.
You still have some players lingering here for Atlanta, and Sato will fall. Oko's gonna fall as well.
Russell with the sound barrier now. Erster did the good work. He paid the road in this fight. Surely not. Neptuno would never troll you like that. And now Sato's returned to the fight. Philly still have control of the point. Atlanta weren't able to capture it. There it is, the molten core. A lot of damage being taken. Philly had to respect it and step back. But Sato, again, he's in the midst. Self-destruct there. Line of sight was easy to break for the fusion from that one. And with the Transcendence now, Sato is topped up and ready to go once more. He lands on top of Pogpo. The Dragon Strike yields very little from Erster, despite his fantastic start to the fight. Carpe has other plans for you, Dogman. Defran's doing work. Look at him move back onto the point. No way! 2 rapid kills with a rivet gun. Erster now being pressured back. Atlanta have control of the point here. Only 2 players left for Philly. Their supports are running, trying to get back to the point as quickly as they possibly can. Poco has to step out of this fight, and now Atlanta are in the driver's seat.
Yeah, and EQO uses rally there. They try and push forward, potentially take that. The brand now over to Tracer. Not going to be running the Torb anymore.
There goes that supercharger. That extra damage not available for the Rain, but a sound barrier. That'll go a long way. Philly did take the point, but Atlanta are the only ones who got the quarter. Over the edge goes EQO. And the Rain will be happy. They threw that Lucio ult into the fight, and it still paid off for them, the fusion, but they're nowhere to be seen.
Does Philly stay on this? Do they feel this confident in this comp? And they don't want to go like DPS on DPS here with EQO and Carpe switching over. So you got the Fran now on Tracer. He can cause a lot of problems for this backline. Obviously, needs to be careful not to get near EQO, but
again, EQO can't solo kill him in the same way that
you can get close though.
That's right.
Get close.
Sato went over the top, gets that bubble immediately. Erster just hides behind the pillar. He's waiting for his shot. Clips Neptuno there. I think that's a big reason why Dogman was able to pick him up. The arrow connects. That's 2 for the Dogman. Okay, you have my attention. Any more? EQO drops. And Atlanta chase them off their turf once more. 64% to 55, and Atlanta are counting.
And if you're Philadelphia, what use of this Graviton Surge are you going to get with some of these players who, obviously the heroes on the field for the Atlanta Rain, they don't have to play so close together. It's not like a triple tank, triple support where they have to stay grouped up. The Tracer can play on their own, Hanzo as well. The only one you really need to support is the Orisa, but you have Dogman with that Harmony or Bonzen at the distance. Don't need to be that close as Pulse Bomb goes off to the side there for Defran. This may be Philly's last chance.
Poco moving up on that right side. Philly have split themselves voluntarily at this point. Primal Rage for Sato, but great use there of the Fortify. Pogpo made sure he wasn't going to be knocked into the well, and Sato spends half of his ultimate just walking around. Now he's looking for Dogman again, who's been a key player in this map. And of course the Transcendence for Dogman now. Rain looking very durable in this fight. Boombox now has to use his and come forward. He has to get aggressive and engage the fight. Atlanta are in control, and they have the sound barrier now. Philadelphia Fusion respond with one of their own. Darko gets stunned. He's discorded as well. He gets desuited, and Muscle has fallen down. This is where the Rain was supposed to take it all, but it looks like they're running out of steam. Dogman falls. Philly have control of the point, and now they can stagger the fight.
And if you're Philly, you have the Grav. You want to go back, you want to get Carpe, you want to get him up near the choke. That'll be the best use of your Graviton Surge. You allow them to get on the point, they can spread out. You won't get a good use of it. Now, well, now maybe you will, because you have 3 tanks, 3 supports coming out here for Atlanta. Interesting you keep the Orisa in this comp.
Again, hard to shift, I suppose. But again, it means they have to play so statically. They really just need to play around the Orisa, and the Fusion know that. It's very clear when you see the Orisa being used. Poco, I think he was able to get out of that one there. We had the booster available. Masa caught. That Graviton Surge was well placed with the rain. They can't afford this kind of fight. It's 94% for the Fusion. They're so close. Ursa goes down. Sato's trying to back away. Poco gets a bit of a shield and pushes forward now, but then Orisa is worse for wear right now. Goes for the Fortify. Poco has to abscond. Darko now being pushed away. Down the hill goes Darko. Self-destruct to get out of the mech, and Master's playing on that left side, but it's just him, the one man standing in the Philadelphia Fusion. Triumph very closely with the Transcendence now onto the point, but Dogman is keeping this one alive. Gets into the back corner, just a drive-by. He waves as he passes by. And Atlanta Reign now trying to put some numbers back on the point, but the Fusion there got it. They have it. It doesn't get much closer than that.